ओम 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 सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरम्। ओम समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो नमः। मंडूक महर्षे गौडपादाचार्यवर्याय आद्य शंकर सद्गुरवे नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। अथ अथर्ववेदान्तर्गत माण्डूक्य उपनिषद शांति मंत्रः। ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षवीर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इंद्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम अथ तृतीय प्रकरणो अद्वैत प्रकरणम्। ननु 31st mantra we are seeing bhashya and we will explain it. Be careful with us. रज्जु सर्पवत् विकल्पना रूपम द्वैत रूपेण मनः एव इति उक्तम्. Whatever is dvaita is vikalpana and it is only because the mind. This is what is said. Tatra kim pramanam? What is the pramanam for it? Iti. Anvaya vyatireka lakshanam anumana pramanam aha. Here one pramana by anvaya vyatireka, one shloka is given. What is that? What is anvaya vyatireka means what? If this is there, it is there. That is called anvaya. If it is not there, it is not there. It is called vyatireka. Both anvaya and vyatireka are used to arrive at some understanding. Like the car is there, so the father is there at home. Car is not there, then father is not there at home. So car is there and not there is anvaya vyatireka. Purpose is what? Father is there at home or not to decide it. Understood? That is anvaya pramana. That is anumana pramana through anvaya and vyatireka paddhati. Because whenever father is there at home, he is at car will be at the. If he goes out, he will go only on the car. So if the car is not there, so he has gone out. So car there or car not there is not goal. Goal is father. Here also, if it is there, it is there. If it is not there, it is not there. For that is the pointer. To convey the pointer, anvaya vyatireka used. That is there in this shloka. What is that? Mano drishyam idam dvaitam yatkinchit sacharacharam manaso hi amani bhave dvaitan naivopalabhyate. This one. Main sentence is Mano drishyam idam dvaitam yatkinchit sacharacharam. Listen carefully. Yatkinchit sachara acharam. Whatever smallest to the biggest, little to more, sachara achara, whatever is there in the world, outside and inside, all of that is manodrishyam. It is a statement of fact. Manodrishyam means it is only projection on the mind, in the mind projected. Now, what is the Anvaya Vyatireka in that? Manasohi amani bhave dvaitam naiva upalabhyate. Entire the inner and dvaita bhava and outer dvaita bhava, when mana goes into amani bhava, it is not there. And otherwise, when the mana is functional, it is there. Entire dvaita jagat is there when the mind is functional, Anvaya. Entire dvaita jagat has gone away when the mind is non-functional, therefore Vyatireka. What is proved therefore? The entire dvaita belongs to the mana, not Paramatma. This is called true Anvaya Vyatireka. The mana is the one in which the entire dvaita jagat is there, not in Paramatma. That is proved. What we have to prove is Paramatma's Ekameva Advaya. To prove it, all the Dvaita Jagat has to be disproved. For the disproval, what are the steps that are done? The world is taken, analyzed. It is there only when there is mind. And what is the mind? It is Maya. Where from the Maya came? In the ignorance of the real self. So, when I become aware of my own essential self, there is no Maya, no Mana, no Dvaita Jagata. Ignorance of self is whose? Me, the Jiva, not to the Paramatma. And is this ignorance also is real? No, because if it is real, it would have not gone away when the knowledge comes. So when the ignorance is there, I am Jiva. When the knowledge comes, the ignorance goes away, I am no more Jiva. Therefore the ignorance caused Jiva Bhava is a bondage, is only illusory. That illusion is removed by another illusion, that gaining the knowledge, with that the Jiva Bhava is dropped. Then what is happened? Like through medicine, you remove the disease. The goal is what? The health. Health is natural condition of the body, but diseased because of some bacteria or anything, they are removed by the medicine. And it also goes away. Medicine also goes away out of the system. Then only there is health. In the same way, remember, in the ignorance of self, the Maya projected mind is imagined Dvaita, in which the world is there and I am there, the onlooker of the world. Then seer, knower, owner, doer, enjoyer, all that. This Jiva. Then what I do? I get the knowledge of the self intellectually, meditatively, in which all the ignorance as well as ignorance created Maya, Mana, Dvaita is rejected. This all process is neither covering the self when the ignorance was there, covering means making it disappear, nor it bringing the self back with the knowledge. Self is always there. Remember, rope is always there as it is only. Then the snake is imagined. At the time of imagination of snake, rope has not gone away. Then the stoic imagination is gone away because of the right inquiry. Then the snake came. This is no. Snake is always there. The misunderstanding of the snake is removed by the absence of the snake, that it is not there. That revealed always existing rope. In the same way, I as a self am always the self only. I take myself as Jiva and Dehadi. They are removed, then the self becomes self-evident. That is why sadhana is not to bring or create self. It is always there. Sadhana is only to remove the not self. And not self is not real. Then how can you remove it? The removal of it is knowing that it is not real. That's all. What is the removal of snake? Knowing that it is not real. Gone. Is it not like a person has come, suddenly in the evening you feel? The person has come is a notion in you. You search out, then you remove the notion that the person is not there. Then the freedom has come there from that notion. Okay, in the Bhashya, same thing is explained. We saw katham tena hi manasa vikalpyamanena drishyam mano drishyam. Idam dvaitam sarvam manah iti pratigna. Tad bhave abhavat tad abhave abhavatu. Okay. Now manasohi amani bhave we must understand. This much is understood. I not explain so many times. When the mind is there, world is there, mind is not there, world is not there. Therefore, world belongs to the mind, not to the self. That is explained in the mantra. Where is manasohi amani bhave? This is what is the theme in the next 2, 3, 4 slokas. Means when the mind becomes no mind. How the mind becomes no mind? Niruddhe. When the mind is being niruddha, removed. This is the Vedantic spiritual approach of removing the mind. There is another way of removing the mind or temporarily making it non-functional is sleep. In the sleep also mind is not there. But there is difference between the sleep worldlessness and the realization worldlessness, or the sleep mindlessness or the realization mindlessness. That will be the subject questioned by disciple. In the next 2 mantras we will see. Right now, manasaha amani bhave means when the mana becomes niruddha. How the niruddha of the mana achieved in sadhana? Viveka darshana. By viveka, when you have the darshana of the atma, then the mana becomes amana. Okay? Viveka darshana of the atma when happens, mana becomes amana. There is another way of approaching to make the mana amana. What is that? Viveka, Abhyasa Vairagya Abhyam. This Viveka Darshana is Vedanta Paddhati. Abhyasa Vairagya is Yoga Paddhati. You know, through Abhyasa Vairagya, when the mana, when the Abhyasa and Vairagya is practiced, then the mana disappears. That's what Abhyasa Vairagya Abhyam Tan Nirodha. So Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. That Vritti Nirodha is achieved by the 3 techniques. One technique is Yama Niyama Asana Pranayama Pratyahara Dharana Dhyana Samadhi. Second one is Ishvara Pranidhana Dva. Third one is Abhyasa Vairagya Abhyam Tan Nirodha. Yoga Sutras tell these 3 techniques. So here either Abhyasa Vairagya you make the mana amaniyama, or through the Viveka Janita Atma Jnana. That's what said here. Viveka Darshana. Viveka se va Bhagavad Darshana. Viveka means a deep pondering and inquiry way. You will see that this goes away. The mana and thoughts, the discovery of the self, there is no mana. In these 2 ways. Example is what? Rajvamiva sarpe layangate. Is it not? When the inquiry about the sarpa is done, you reach to the Rajju. When the Rajju is understood, the sarpa is gone. The one who is already seeing Rajju, he will never imagine there is a snake. Truth is known, then the untruth called world is never projected. But the one who is not seeing the rope, he is seeing the snake. He is inquired the snake, that is called Vivekam Gate. He knows it is not a snake. It is snake. Question is the first feeling. Then, is it snake or something else? When the question comes, you inquire it. In that inquiry, when you follow all the means, including of touching and all, suddenly you know that it is rope. The moment the rope is known, where is the snake? In the same way, example as it is given here, through Abhyasa Vairagya or through Viveka, Khyati, it is called as Viveka Darshana. When the mana becomes laya, these are the 2 Adhyatmika sadhana ways of making the mana disappear or niruddha, in which there is no world. These are the achievements of a Siddha Purusha, the Guru there. Guru achieved it, therefore he is speaking from that language. We will not accept that. We need an example of our level. Therefore the example is given. Sushupteva. When you are in deep sleep, Dvaitam na eva upalabhyate. There is no Dvaita. Why there is no Dvaita in the sleep? Because the Dvaita projecting mind is not there. How do you say the Dvaita is projected in the mind? Because again when I get up in the waking world, I am seeing Dvaita because the mind is there. Therefore, Sushupti is our experience. then Nirodha is a yogic experience. Then Viveka Darshana is called the Abhyasa Vairagya, the yogi sadhana. Then Viveka Darshana is the Vedantis Vicharana sadhana. In all these things, what is happening? Two things are happening. One, no more mind, no more Dvaita. A question will come then, through Viveka Vairagya or through Abhyasa Vairagya or through discrimination. When the mind is made disappear and in the Nidra also mind disappears. Are two both same? That means what? Is sleeping is a mukti? No, that will be answered subsequently. But this much at this junction we should understand. What is the statement of fact? Mano drushyam idam dvaitam. The entire dvaita is in the mana, not in Paramatma. How? Anvaya Vyatireka. What is Anvaya Vyatireka? Manasohi amani bhave dvaitam naivopalapyate. When the mind is no mind, the world also is not there. If the mind and world are different, when the mind disappears, world should stay. Is it not? If a world is independent of the mind, other than the mind, let the mind continue, world continue, let the mind disappear. But it never happens. By the Abhyasa Vairagya also, by the Viveka Darshana also, even in sleep also, it is not happening. The mind is enfolded but the world is continuing to me. ऐसा नहीं होता. दोनों कटे-कटे चल रहे. Therefore, where is the mana? Where is the world? It is in the mind only. That is what is the conclusion. That is the conclusion that's arrived. Okay. Now, after saying so, how to achieve that Amani Bhava is a beautiful shloka in 32. Very powerful, important shloka. From here, the sadhana starts happening. So, Mano Dushyamidam Dvaitam Yatkinchit Sasaracharam Manasohi Amani Bhave Dvaitam Naivopalabhyate. Keep this thought in the mind, in your understanding level. In the pure self, it is always self-effulgent, it is aware of itself, it is ever pervading. In the ignorance of the self, which is not to the self, but to you and me, the Jiva, because of the influence of the Maya, the mind has come. The mind does its own natural action of projecting the duality. We are caught up in the duality. Therefore, duality is samsara that is born from the mind. When the mind is dissolved, there is no duality called as samsara. Therefore, Chitta-vritti Nirodha is the mind only. Then for your mind is to me also mind only. Transcend your Annamaya Vijnanamaya Kosha is intellectually, spirituality में वो भी mind है. चाहे भक्ति साधना का हो, ज्ञान साधना का हो, योग साधना का हो, in all of them what is told is transcend the mind. Then you transcend the world, there is no bandhana. See? Katham Amani Bhava is achieved. How to achieve that Amani Bhava? When the Amani Bhava comes, no Dvaita Jagat. What is Dvaita Jagat? I am the Jiva, the Jagat is in front of me. Then variety of relations with that Jagat. And continuously struggling to eke out happiness from that, getting frustrated and miserable. That's called as samsara. And creating so many vasanas, propelling us to again and again take births and go through only as we have vasanas. We have no freedom like you and I. To a great extent, we have no freedom. Very little freedom of Purushartha is given, but most of it is force of prarabdha only, which we brought in from our earlier lives. In the same way, I continue creating newer and newer vasanas, and I myself become cause for newer and newer births, and in that also I become victim helplessly because of the prarabdha. That is why Ma Karma Phala Heturbuho Mate Sangostma Karmani. Mainly is Ma Karma Phala Heturbuho. Karmani Vadikas. Today we will touch little in our Telugu class. So, hope you are understanding. Yeah. Now, how to achieve this Amani Bhava is a question. And when is the Amani Bhava is achieved? That is more pertinent. More than how to, when do you say the Amani Bhava is achieved and how can it be achieved? This 32 shloka becomes very, very crucial and important. Listen carefully. Kim Atma Satyanubodhena Nasankalpayate Yada amanastam tadayati grahya bhave tadagraham atma satyanubodhena na sankalpayate yada amanastam tadayati grahya bhave tadagraham. It's a very crucial sloka. One by one word we will see ourselves and then we study the Bhashya. That will be a good joy today for us. Says it, Atma Satya Anubodhena. When the Atma's Satyata or when the Satya Atma, Anu means continuously, Bodha means experienced. When there is a continuous experience of the real self, simple English meaning, happens. Real self meaning one without second, there is no possibility of the presence of Maya or mind in that. Therefore, na sankalpayate yada, there is no sankalpa at all is born. Means in the Atma Jnana, there is nothing other than the Atma. Therefore, there is no chance for the either mana to exist or for it to do sankalpa. Therefore, amanastam tadayati. In the knowledge of the self, the mana becomes no mana. And how it achieved? Grahya abhave. This is the crucial word in this shloka. In the Atma, be attentive. It is one without second and it is so deep and sublime, cannot be caught by the mind. Therefore, in the Atma Bodha, there is no object that can be objectified by the mind. That means what? In the pursuit of the self when we are traveling, self being not catchable, the catching mind cannot catch self, therefore, because the mind Atma cannot be caught, the effort of the mind cannot be successful there. When the mind's effort of catching something is not successful, mind itself dissolves. What is mana? Dvaitana? What is Dvaita? Knower and known. So in the spiritual sadhana, what is the object of knowledge pursued for? About the self only. Is the self the object of the mind? No. When in the mind, the self cannot be the object. How can in the same mind, other aspect called as knower of the object can be existing? So one mana becomes knower and known. Knower and known. So in the world there are so many known things. That is why the knower of all those known things is happening in the mind. मन में द्वैत है, known world and knower of it. Now the Atma is not a knowable object of the mind, na? When Atma is not a knowable object of mind, then the knower also cannot be there. When the knower also is not there, known also is not there, how can the mind exist without its that function? Mana will function only by dividing into knower and known. जहां दृश्या दृश्य है वही मन होता है. In the Paramatma is not a drishya. When it is not a drishya, how can there be a drashta? When drishya and drashta, both of them gone away, how can there be the mind? Because mind functions only as drishta and drashya. Like the moment you wake up, you are the drashta and the world is drishya. And as long as you continue till night, the jagat is there in the mind as drishya and drashta. In the night, what we do? First we drop one by one drishyas. The corresponding drashtas also dissolve. Final drishya, when it is dropped, final drashta also goes away. We go to sleep. In the sleep, drashta darshanam is not there. In the sleep, mind is not there. Means what? In the mind only, drashta darshan rupa jagat is there. Again, when you get up in the morning, again drashta darshan rupa is projected out of the mind called as jagat. In the self, self is not an object, Baba. Therefore, it cannot be drishya. Then corresponding drashta cannot be there. So, drishya drashta cannot be there. Therefore, drishya drashta rupa expressing mind also becomes amani bhava. That is what Atma Satya Anubodhena na sankalpayate yada amanastam tadayati by grahya bhave. There is no grahya. Therefore, there is no grahaka also. Therefore, agraham. Without knower and known, mind cannot be. Self is not known. Therefore, there is no knower of the self. Therefore, knower known dichotomized, mind is amana. Once the knower and known mind is amana, then there is no jagat then. What remains is pure self. Now we will see the bhashyam. Almost same thing we already explained. Once more we see. What is the meaning? Atma Satyanubodhena. This is the condition. When you get the Atma Satyanubhava, na sankalpayate yada. When all sankalpas goes away, then amanastam tadayati. The mana becomes amana because grahya bhava and grahaka bhava. Artadagraham. Now Atma Satyanubodhena kya hai? Guru is explaining here. Bhashyakara. Atma eva satyam. Self alone is real. Is equal to Atma Satyam. So Atma Satyam, Anu and Bodhena. These words is dividing and explaining. What is explaining the word Atma Satyam? What is Atma Satyam? What is the meaning of Atma Satyam as pronounced by Gaudapada Kara in his mantra or karika? Atma eva Satyam is equal to Atma Satyam. Self alone is real, that is what Atma Satyam. Example, Murtikavatu. What is the Murtikavatu? Vacharambhanam vikaro namadeyam mritika iti eva satyam iti shrutehe. As the Shruti said, all the mud vikaras in the form of the pot are only in the vikara of the mouth only. Otherwise, what is there is mud alone is satyam. Why? Because the mud remains before the pot is made. Mud remains because at the time of the pot and its vyavahara. When the pot is broken, that time also mud is there. That which is there in all the 3 periods time is called Satyam. Therefore, what is Satyam in a pot? The mud. What is the position of the pot, which is a name, pot, which is a shape? It is only Mithya. It is only temporary. Actually, if you see the mud, they are also not there. In the same way, Atma alone is there all the 3 periods of time. All other things are coming and going. Therefore, they are not Satya. Atma alone is Satya. That is what through the Mritikeva Satyam example or quotation, the meaning of Atma eva Satyam is equal to Atma Satyam. Our Guru derived for us Adi Shankara Bhagavan from what is said by Karika Kari, the mantra first line. So Atma eva Satyam, like Mruteva Satyam, not the pots. So Atma eva Satyam. Then Tasya. Of this Atma eva Satyam, this Anubhava of this thing, how do you get Shastra Acharya Upadesham Anu? Anu matlab baad mein. ये आत्मा एवं सत्यम वाला अनु मतलब अनुभव कब आएगा? शास्त्र आचार्य उपदेश अनु means when you go to the acharya, from here when you listen to shastra and whatever shastra taught, take it as upadesha or adesha. When you practice, all that set is called anu. मतलब ये सब होने के बाद जो आत्म सत्य का अनुभव होता है, that is called as आत्मा. आत्मा एवं सत्य. So when I listen from the Guru, the Shastra and inquire, what I discover is everything is asatyam, Atma eva satyam. That anubhuti is said by the first word, Atma satyam. गुरु शास्त्र के उपदेश से आत्मा ही सत्य है, बाकी मिथ्या है. ये जानकारी को यहाँ आत्म सत्यम कहा. अनु means when that anu means after acharya upadesha, bodhena when the bodha comes. That is called as Atma Satya Anubodha. Means what? While explaining this word, Bhagavan giving sadhana also. What is required? Atma Satya Bodha. Because Atma alone is Satya. That Satya Atma का बोध होना है. अभी हमको क्या है? असत जीव का ज्ञान है और उस असत जीव को ही we are considering as Atma. Reality is what? Atma eva Satyam. Of that you have to have Bodha. How do you do? Anu. What is Anu? Shastra Acharya Upadesha. So through Shastra Acharya Upadesha, Atma iti Satyam, this Bodha when it happens. So, what happens thereafter? Tena. Tena means Atma Satya Anubodhena. When this happens, instrumental case, Sankalpya Abhavatu. Sankalpya Abhavat means the object to be Sankalpita, that is not there. Therefore, tat na sankalpayate, the mana cannot do sankalpa. That is called na sankalpayate, the second line. In the Atma Satya Anubodha, Atma is not an object of sankalpa. Therefore, mana loses its capacity to do sankalpa. Therefore, na sankalpayate tada yada. Example दो इसके लिए दाह्य अभावे ज्वलनमिव अग्निः. The fire goes on blazingly burning as long as the object of burning is there. When the object of burning or fuel is over, slowly the fire also becomes quiet. So mind fire is blazing when the object to know is there. The self is not an object to be known. That fuel of to be known is not there. Therefore, the fire of the mind with its burning aspect of sankalpa goes away. Then what happens? Yadapi means yasmin kale. Whenever such happens. Tada tasmin kale amanastam amanobhavam yati. That is a conditional place where amanatva achieved. Spiritual. Then grahya abhave tatmanaha agrahanam. That's what. For the mind, the grahya vastu is not there. Therefore, there is no grahanam also is not there. Therefore, grahya grahana is the nature of the mind. When grahya grahana happens, then only mind is there. In the Atma Anubhava, it being not the grahya vastu, there is no corresponding grahaka also is not there. Therefore, grahya grahaka rupa mana goes away. That is called amani bhava. Therefore, in the Atma Satya Anubodha, mana becomes amani bhava. When the mana becomes amani bhava, mana's job is to create dvaita of knower and known. That is called entire samsara. That is not there. Then what is there? Atman alone is there. I alone am there. But when Atma Satya Anubodha doesn't happen, that is called ignorance. From that only through Maya, the mana is projected. What mana does is doing only the imagination of knower and known. On what? On Paramatma only. There is no other thing. परमात्मा में ही मन के कारण दृष्टा दृश्य जगत बन रहा है. क्यों? क्योंकि मन के लेवल पे हम जी रहे हैं. When you inquire beyond the mind, discover the self. That's what Shastra Acharya Anubodhena. When the Acharya speaks the Shastra in which Atma Jnanam is given, when that is achieved, there is no object for the mind to illuminate or to project. Therefore, the projected world, projecting ego, both of them are not there, then the mind also is not there. That's what Amani Bhava. So only by the Atma Satya Anubhava, the final Amani Bhava happens. So when the Amani Bhava is there, there is no Drashta Drishya. That is called the entire Samsara or Jagat. Okay? Now comes here. Tada tasmin kale amanastam amanobhavam yati grahya abhave tatmana agrahanam agraham grahana vikalpana varjitam ityartha. Now comes the avatarika for the next mantra. Ki yadi asat idam dvaitam. If the entire dvaita is asat, then kena samanjasam atma tattvam vibhudyate iti uchate. When entire dvaita is asat, means not at all existing, then if you say dvaita is real, then how that dvaita atma is known? Such a crucial question is here, because we in the world will know everything only through the medium of knowledge. We know sounds because of ears. If the ears are not there, sound cannot be seen. So heard, so to the forms through the eyes. Eyes are not there, forms cannot be seen. So you need a medium to know something, and all that medium is in the Vishwa. What he says is that Dvaita you rejected, so entire world of multiplicity has gone away, therefore the medium of knowledge has gone away, then how will you know the Atma then? Question is this, yadi asat idam dvaitam, asat means not at all there. If the dvaita is not at all there, kena samanjasam atma tattva vyudyate, then that samanjasa means the conclusion arrived that the Atma alone is real. How it can be known? Because medium of knowledge is not there. Because everything you dissolved by saying that Dvaitam is Mithya or Asatya, you rejected it. Now what an important shloka it is. Question as well as answer. Answer I'll tell you in the beginning, then we'll chant and see. For knowing the things of the world, you the knower, you need the instruments. But for knowing the self, there is no need of any instruments, because self itself is the nature of knowledge. Therefore, it doesn't need anything to know itself. It is self-known. That's what we see the example in Atmavoda ityadi. With lamp you see everything, but to see the flame of the lamp you don't need anything because it's self-effulgent. Here the example given will be the Lord Sun. In the arrival of Sun everything is known, but to know the Sun nothing is required because he is Prakasha Swarupa. And Bhashyakara से कहते हैं यहाँ आगे भी कि the sun only is in the buddhi as knower, in the eyes of the seer, he is seeing the entire world. He is seeing himself only. This is what is the meaning. So let us chant the sloka. Akalpakam ajam jnanam jneya bhinnam prachakshate brahma jneyam ajam nityam अजेनाजम विमुध्यते अकल्पकमजं ज्ञानं ज्ञेया भिन्नं प्रचक्षते ब्रह्मज्ञेयमजं नित्यं अजेनाजं विमुध्यते अकल्पकम अजं ज्ञानं ज्ञेया भिन्नं प्रचक्षते ब्रह्मज्ञेयमजं नित्यं अजेनाजं विमुध्यते. So very interesting slokas there. It's very tongue twisting question sloka. And Karikakara is reveling there when his absolute truth level, when he's reveling the most apt and highest level of words vocabulary only will come to his mind to express what he is experiencing or to answer the question of disciple or to guide the disciple regarding the truth and sadhana. See that literal meaning. Akalpakam ajam. Akalpakam ajam is jnanam. That akalpakam ajam jnanam is jneya abhinnam. It is not other than the jneyam. Prajakshate. This is what the experienced saints said. Therefore, Brahma jneyam ajam nityam. Therefore, ajena ajam vibhudyate. Interesting, huh? The Jneya Brahma is identical with the Jnanam because Brahma is Jnana Swarupa. Jneya Brahma, is it not? Of him, the Jnanam and Jneyam both are same because the nature of the Jneya Brahma is Jnanam only. Therefore, by his own jnanam, he is knowing himself. So, Brahma jneyam ajam nityam. What is jneya Brahma? Ajam nityam. And what is jnanam? Ajam nityam. Therefore, ajam nityam is knowing ajam nityam. Means jnana Brahma is knowing jneya Brahma. Means what? Jnana, jneya, jnata are one only there. So to say is what? He is self-effulgent because his knowledge Swarupa. If it is a dravya or jada vastu, it cannot know itself, it cannot know other thing. But it itself is the knowable thing, knowing thing, therefore it knows itself. Matlab, what is the point here is there? At the realization of the self, how do you know that that is the self and you reach the self? You will know it by yourself because your nature is knowledge. Jnanam is my Swarupana. Jnanam is Chaitanyam there. Without Chaitanyam, no Jnanam is possible. Jnanam is Bauddhika. But Buddhi is not required to know my Chaitanya Swarupa. Buddhi knows the things of the world, taking Chaitanya Swarupa's ability as knowingness. For knowing the Atma Vastu, neither Buddhi nor Buddhika Jnanam is required. आत्मा वस्तु इटली चैतन्य ज्योति और उस प्रकाश में उसमें आपको देखेगा. Actually क्या है? The Atma is a knower and it is known by itself. This language we use because in the world we talk in the language of knower and known. In fact, in the Anubhava of the Atma, there is no two knower and known. It is pure consciousness. If you ask a question who knows it, answer is it knows by itself. If you ask a question who knows it, because your question, answer is it knows itself. What is the meaning of it knows itself? There, the knower also Jneya Swarupa, the known also is Jneya Swarupa. The known is Brahma, Brahma is Jneya Swarupa, Jnana Swarupa. Every Shastra says Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. And Jnana also is that only. It's not objective knowledge, no? They were there, ज्ञाता ज्ञान ज्ञेय भेद नहीं होता है. पूछेंगे तो बताएंगे कि he knows by himself. Therefore, that doubt which you have, fear you have, if the entire Dvaita is wiped off, then how you will know that? That it become invalid. Therefore, don't be afraid or worried. If the doubt, Dvaita or the Jagat is dissolved, the self cannot be known. Remove that doubt. To know the self, something is not required. Na deepasya anya deepecha yatha swatma prakashane. This is what is our Atmavoda text. For its own knowing, for the deepa, no other thing is required. Because it is self-effulgent. So I am Brahman, how will I know? Because I am Brahman, I will know it. Brahma Swarupa is Jnana, therefore it knows itself. Underline this word. I am repeatedly saying that, catch that word, the self knows himself. He doesn't know anything else to know. So I am self to know that I don't need buddhi, I don't need mana. Because he is objecting buddhi, mana, all are the part of Jagat Dvaita. You have rejected all of that, no? We said Dvaita is mithya rasatha. Then how will you know the self? Oh, it is the self known. It is self-known not in the sense that there are two things called as known and known. Here self-known means self-evident. Self-evident means self-revealing. Whichever the word I used, you have to feel the meaning of it. Without the effort to feel it, you will not understand it. There is no jnatru jnana jneya. Difference is not there. There is no visheshana jnana karma is there. That I am using indriyas to see that and say that this is what it is. That's not there. It's not required. Jnapti swarupa कहते हैं उसको. Pratyabhijna कहते हैं उसको. Nobody else is required to know it. No instrument is required. It knows itself. I am Brahman is a self-evident experience. So, it's not because somebody tells me or some book I read or some eyes or ears I am using to see that. In fact, they were the obstructions, and not only obstruction, they were the ones which were causing me, the pure Brahma, to appear as this Jagat, and it was troubling me. That means what? These Indriyas are doing two mistakes to us. One, they are hiding Paramatma from us. Second, they are projecting the world which is not there, in which we are caught up. That is why when we transcend the Upadhi, Samasyas also goes away of the world, then ultimate beautiful bliss of self also comes to us. Therefore, continuously work on going beyond the upadhis. Tasmad upadehe vilayaya vidwan vase sada kalpa samadhi nishtaya. And the upadhis and the tadatmya and the reality of all of them will go away only in shravana, contemplation, meditation, samadhi. ध्यान में समाधि में ही उपाधियों का लय होता है, तब जाकर निरुपाधि का ब्रह्म knows itself. There I don't become knower of myself. I become myself. That's the point. Not when become, I discover that I am the self always. Only some temporarily because of the ignorance, I behaved like Jiva, I was entering the body, I called myself as man and woman. All of them were temporary because of ignorance. Now the ignorance gone away. In that I am that I am. That's it. This is the beauty of these slokas. When you study them with your quiet mind, with your alertness, it starts revealing such sublime truths. And then when we start living from that level of the truth, the world, the samsara, the friends and enemies, the losses and gains and runnings, ये सब बच्चे लोगों का खेल है. It's a childish only. Like all domestic quarrels are absolute proofs of childishness. That they can't sit together and discuss that why problem is happening, what can be solution. If you and I together can't find solution, there are elderly people in our own family or around us. Let us take their advice. Let us practice it. Let us not aggravate the problem. Let us solve it. If this common sense is not there and every day fight like dogs and cats, do we say they are mature? So simple it is. It's so simple it is. But then if we complicate it, so to am the self is the direct evidence. Not knowing that, I become this and that, I look at others as this and that. What a colossal idiocracy and all that we practice in our life. These are the shlokas. When you understand what I'm saying is, you will laugh at your own past life. I was attached to that person, was attached to those things, and was running for those objects with the desires, and got thwarted and got disappointed and created enemy and fought with the people and complained and tried to pull them down. What a stupid I was. This is and other than this knowledge, no other thing can help us to understand that we are in the problem and how to come out of it. We are not understanding that we are in the problem of the worldliness. Worldliness is problem. World is not problem. By being spiritual, you come out of worldliness. There's no problem. Look from the spiritual standpoint. When the idea is this, you look from spiritual standpoint, there's no problem to solve, my dear. That is the outcome of these great spiritual knowledges. Especially at the level of Mandukya Upanishad, I tell you, it is so sublime and beautiful. Aha! Now the Bhashya of it is very interesting. Akalpakam means sarva kalpana varjitam. Atah eva ajam. Jnanam jnapti matram. Nyayena paramartha sada brahmana abhinnam. Prachakshate kathayanti brahmavidaha. It is very tricky. This is the only place where Guru tries maximum, but certainly he fails. Here the entire onus is in the hands of the disciple to lift his mind to that level to understand. Other than that level, Guru cannot come down to tell. Therefore, if the Shishya has not come up to that level, Guru cannot communicate. Therefore, it is an external seeming failure. In these junctions, while explaining this, it is so tough, it is very sublime, it is very subjective. What is said here is, akalpakam sarva kalpana varjitam ata eva jnanam ata eva ajam jnanam jnapti matram neyena paramartha sata brahmana avinnam. So the purest form of knowledge, where unborn and undying it is, and there is no kalpanas are there in that, that purest form of knowledge is called as Chaitanya. The Chaitanya without something Chaitayita or Chaitayita, something illuminated is not there. That pure knowledge. That pure knowledge where kalpanas are not there because mana is not there. We are talking about Paramatma. We have already dissolved the mind by Amani Bhava. The question is what? When the mana becomes Amani Bhava, how one can know oneself? Don't forget the question. So mana Amani Bhava means Drashta Darshana, then process is gone. So the Drashta Darshana Rupi Vikalpa, when it is not there, that Vikalpa Rahita pure Jnanam is called as Ajam Akalpam. Okay? Akalpam Ajam. That Akalpam Ajam Jnanam which is there, be careful here. This is where we get lost, not able to understand it. What he said is, Neya Jnapti Matram Neyena Paramartha Sata Brahmana Abhinnam. That the Paramartha Vastu which is Gneya Vastu, उससे अलग नहीं है, वही ये है यही वो है. इसलिए प्रचक्षते कथयित ब्रह्मविदः, that is how there is no other thing needed to know it, it knows itself. So in the pure knowledge, remember, the pure knowledge means pure consciousness. Pure consciousness means that consciousness which has no thoughts needed to know something. In general, when you know the world through the consciousness only, but using the chitta or the mana or the thoughts. Without the consciousness, mind cannot know. Please first catch this point. There is an object. If the object is not seen through the eyes into the mind, and if the consciousness is not illuminating the thought of the object in the mind, object cannot be known. Please first understand this point. This is what happens in the world. Now the question is what? When the mind is disordered because of Amani Bhava, how I know? Who knows whom? How it knows? So the mind Rahita, the Chaitanya is called as Shuddha Chaitanya. With the mind, who is knowing is Chaitanya only. But the worldly things. Now the mind is gone away, then how do you know? What is the answer given is that mindless means thought free, pure consciousness, which is the Jnata, the knower, even in the worldly knowing also. Because without him, the conscious self, the mind cannot know. Therefore, the real knower is consciousness only. Therefore, who is consciousness in me? Jnata. Now that Jnata is free from the thought. So the thought रूपी मीडियम के बिना जो ज्ञाता रूपी मेरा अंदर चैतन्य है, my dear friend, listen, that itself is Jnaya Brahma. Therefore, it knows itself. Because Brahman is pure consciousness. So I am pure consciousness without the thought. So who is the knower? I, the consciousness. Who is the knower? The Brahma, which is consciousness. So what is happening there? The Jnaya is abhinna from the Jnana or Jnata. That is what he said. Jnaya abhinnam prachakshate. So akalpakam ajam jnanam. That pure knowledge free from the thought, pure consciousness, let us use that word. Pure consciousness which is free from the mind or thought, which is called akalpakam ajama. Jnaya abhinnam. It is not separate from the Jnaya. That alone is Jnaya. That alone is Jnana. Means what? ज्ञान ज्ञेय संबंध की जरूरत नहीं है, वो ऐसा वाला ज्ञान है. Therefore, don't be afraid how to know it. It knows itself. It knows itself is a wrong sentence, but told depending on the asking of the question of the disciple. आप कैसे जानेंगे? मतलब अपने आप को जानेंगे. ये अपने आप को जानना इसे गलत शब्द है. हम अपने आप में रह सकते हैं, जान नहीं सकते. I can be myself. I can't know myself. Because knowledge is possible of the objective world other than me, no? So this is the answer given. How the self is known when the medium called mind has dissolved? Sir, there the knower and known are one only. Therefore, there is no need of knowing. It is called as being. That's the meaning. Little more bhashya we will see. Then comes from 34th onward. Nigruhitasya manasya nirvikalpasya prachara satvigneya. In these slokas, the dissolving of the mind in the Atma Jnana, and then the mind going to Bija in the Nidra. What is the difference between them? That is explained. Let us study that. Now remember, if this knowledge, which is so tough to us, by purifying and quieting our mind and intellect, when we gain it, will not our vision of the entire world transformed from a worldly bondage level to a liberated level? This is where from the great gurus called Shankara, Tapon Maharaj, Gurudev, they function in the world. Therefore, they cannot be touched even little by the Maya or the Mana or the Dvaita or therefore Bandhana or Samsara or Dukkha. Do you want that one, or you want to be only in this world of duality, world of dualism, and continuously suffer and struggle for lives together? Choice is ours. Yeah. Nigruhitasya manasaha निर्विकल्पस्य धीमतः प्रचारः सत्विज्ञेयः सुषुप्तोऽन्यो न तत्समः. निगृहीतस्य मनसः निर्विकल्पस्य धीमतः प्रचारः सत्विज्ञेयः सुषुप्तोऽन्यो न तत्समः. निगृहीतस्य मनसः निर्विकल्पस्य धीमतः प्रचारः सत्विज्ञेयः सुषुप्तोऽन्यो न तत्समः. निगृहीतस्य मनसः निर्विकल्पस्य धीमतः प्रचारः सत्विज्ञेयः सुषुप्तोऽन्यो न तत्समः. निगृहीतस्य मनसः निर्विकल्पस्य धीमतः प्रचारः सत्विज्ञेयः सुषुप्तोऽन्यो न तत्समः. निगृहीतस्य मनसः निर्विकल्पस्य धीमतः प्रचारः सत्विज्ञेयः सुषुप्तोऽन्यो न तत्समः. निगृहीतस्य मनसः निर्विकल्पस्य धीमतः प्रचारः सत्विज्ञेयः सुषुप्तोऽन्यो न तत्समः. निगृहीतस्य मनसः निर्विकल्पस्य धीमतः प्रचारः सत्विज्ञेयः सुषुप्तोऽन्यो न तत्समः. निगृहीतस्य मनसः निर्विकल्पस्य धीमतः प्रचारः सत्विज्ञेयः सुषुप्तोऽन्यो न तत्समः. So by God's grace, we have come up to 34 shlokas, 14-15 more. Our Advaita Prakarana will be over. Then comes the Anata Shanti. Slowly we study, let it take its own time. But this effort itself is a laudable. How much we understand and all, okay, we will try ourselves. But consistently we are holding on to Mandukya Upanishad with Karikas and Bhashya, that effort itself is grace of the Lord, and the effort itself is the means to invoke the grace of Lord also. We'll continue. Om, 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 Om. In our morning thought today, we thought about being absolutely aware about what is happening inside me at the mind intellect level. So many things. In that, what is good or bad, analyze and change the bad, remove the bad and bring the good. So to be aware about what is happening about me, then what is happening around me, and with that awareness, let us do what is best. And this is an art we have to develop. That's what we saw. Thank you very much. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Bol Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. ओम मंडूक महर्षि गौड़पादाचार्य आद्य शंकर भगवान की जय। बोल श्री श्रुति माता की जय। श्रुतिभ्यो शुभ्यो नमः। So we will now stop Mandukya, take up the Prashna Upanishad. Okay. Today, when we have completed, I think second Prashna also, we must start from the third. So third Prashna, Parayanam we will do. Thereafter, one or two mantras we will do. ओम श्रुतिमातुः समस्त ऋषि गुरुदेवतानां कृपा कटाक्ष सिद्धि द्वारा अस्मिन् जन्मन्यव समस्त वेदांत शास्त्रोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्ति प्रचारार्थं च अथर्ववेदान्तर्गत मंत्रभागान्तर्गत प्रश्न उपनिषदः पारायणं वयं सर्वे आद्य शंकरा भाष्यार्य भाष्य समेत वयं सर्वे पारायणं करिष्यामहे। ओम अथ शांति मंत्रः। ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्ट्वागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितैयदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम अथ तृतीय प्रश्नः। All mantras. Om अथ हैनं कौसल्यश्चाश्वलायनः पप्रच्छ भगवन् कुतः एषः प्राणो जायते कथम् आयाति अस्मिन् शरीरे आत्मानं वा प्रविभज्य कथं प्रातिष्ठते केन उत्क्रमते कथं बाह्यमभिधत्ते कथम् अध्यात्मम् इति। तस्मै सहोवाच अतिप्रश्नान् पृच्छसि ब्रह्मिष्ठोऽसीति तस्मात् ते अहं ब्रवीमि। आत्मनः एषः प्राणो जायते यथैषा पुरुषे छाया एतस्मिन् एतदाततं मनोकृतेन आयाति अस्मिन् शरीरे यथा सम्राट् एव अधिकृतान् विनियुङ्क्ते एतान् ग्रामान् अधितिष्ठस्व इति। एवम् एव एषः प्राणः इतरान् प्राणान् पृथक् पृथक् एव सन्निधत्ते। पायूपस्थे अपानं चक्षुः श्रोत्रे मुखनासिकाभ्यां प्राणः स्वयं प्रतिष्ठते मध्ये तु समानः एष हि एतत् हुतम् अन्नं समं नयति तस्माद् एताः सप्तार्चिषः भवन्ति। हृदि एष आत्मा अत्र एतत् एकशतं नाडीनाम् one line gone. Again fifth mantra. Payupasthe apanam चक्षुः श्रोत्रे मुखनासिकाभ्यां प्राणः स्वयं प्रतिष्ठते मध्ये तु समानः एष हि एतदुतम् अन्नं समं नेति तस्मात् एताः सप्तार्चिषः भवन्ति हृदि एषः आत्मा अत्र एतत् एकशतं नाडीनां तासां शतं शतं एकैकस्यां द्वासप्ततिः प्रतिशाखा नाडी सहस्राणि भवन्ति आसु व्यानः चरति अथ एकया ऊर्ध्वः उदानः पुण्येन पुण्यं लोकं नयति पापेन पापम् उभाभ्याम् एव मनुष्यलोकौ आदित्यो ह वै बाह्यः प्राणः उदयति एष हि एनं चाक्षुषं प्राणमनुगृह्णानः पृथिव्यां या देवता सा एषा पुरुषस्य अपानम् अवष्टभ्य अन्तरा यद् आकाशः सः समानः वायुः व्यानः तेजो हवा उदानः तस्माद् उपशान्ततेजाः पुनर्भवम् इन्द्रियैः मनसि सम्पद्यमानैः यच्चित्तः तेन एषः प्राणम् आयाति प्राणः तेजसा युक्तः सः आत्मना यथा संकल्पितं लोकं नयति यः एवं विद्वान् प्राणं वेद नः आस्य प्रजा हि ईयते अमृतो भवति तदेष श्लोकः उत्पत्तिमायातिं स्थानं विभुत्वं चैव पंचधा अध्यात्मं चैव प्राणस्य विज्ञायामृतमश्नुत इति ओम इति तृतीयः प्रश्नः। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। भाष्य समेत पारायणो। ओम प्रश्नोपनिषदि तृतीयः प्रश्नः प्रथमो मन्त्रः। ओम अथ हैनं कौसल्यश्चाश्वलायनः पप्रच्छ भगवन् कुतः एषः प्राणो जायते कथम् आयाति अस्मिन् शरीरे आत्मानं वा प्रविभज्य कथं प्रातिष्ठते केन उत्क्रमते कथं वाक्यमभिधत्ते कथम् अध्यात्मम् इति। अतः एनं कौसल्यः च आश्वलायनः पप्रच्छ भगवन् कुतः एषः प्राणः जायते कथम् आयाति अस्मिन् शरीरे आत्मानं वा प्रविभज्य कथं प्रातिष्ठते केन उत्क्रमते कथं बाह्यमभिधत्ते कथम् अध्यात्मम् इति। भाष्यम्। अतः एनं कौसल्यः च आश्वलायनः पप्रच्छ प्राणः हि एवं प्राणैः निर्धारित तत्त्वैः उपलब्ध महिमा अपि संहतत्वात् स्यात् अस्य कार्यत्वम्। अतः पृच्छामि भगवन् कुतः कस्मात् कारणात् एषः यथा अवधृतः प्राणः जायते जातः च कथं केन वृत्ति विशेषेण आयाति अस्मिन् शरीरे किं निमित्तम् अस्य शरीर ग्रहणम् इति अर्थः। प्रविष्टः च शरीरे आत्मानं वा प्रविभज्य प्रविभागं कृत्वा कथं केन प्रकारेण प्रातिष्ठते प्रतितिष्ठति केन वा वृत्ति विशेषेण अस्मात् शरीरात् उत्क्रमते उत्क्रामति कथं बाह्यम् अधिभूतम् अधिदैवं च अभिधत्ते धारयति कथम् अध्यात्मम् इति। एवं पृष्टः तस्मै स होवाच अतिप्रश्नान् पृच्छसि ब्रह्मिष्ठोऽसीति तस्मात् ते अहं ब्रवीमि। तस्मै स होवाच अतिप्रश्नान् पृच्छसि ब्रह्मिष्ठोऽसीति तस्मात् ते अहं ब्रवीमि। तस्मै सः उवाच अतिप्रश्नान् पृच्छसि ब्रह्मिष्ठः असि इति तस्मात् ते अहं ब्रवीमि। भाष्यम्। तस्मै सः उवाच आचार्यः प्राणः एव तावत् दुर्विज्ञेयत्वात् विषम प्रश्न अर्हः तस्य अपि जन्मादि त्वं पृच्छसि अतः अतिप्रश्नान् पृच्छसि ब्रह्मिष्ठः असि इति अतिशयेन त्वं ब्रह्मवितु अतः तुष्टः अहं तस्मात् ते तुभ्यं ब्रवीमि। यत् अवतारिक यत् पृष्ठं शृणु मंत्रः आत्मनः एषः प्राणो जायते यथा एषा पुरुषे छाया एतस्मिन् एतदा ततं मनोकृतेन आयाति अस्मिन् शरीरे आत्मनः एषः प्राणो जायते यथा एषा पुरुषे छाया एतस्मिन् एतदा ततं मनोकृतेन आयाति अस्मिन् शरीरे आत्मनः एषः प्राणः जायते यथा एषा पुरुषे छाया एतस्मिन् एतदाततं मनोकृतेन आयाति अस्मिन् शरीरे आत्मनः परस्तात् पुरुषात् अक्षरात् सत्यात् एषः उक्तः प्राणः जायते कथम् इति अत्र दृष्टान्तः यथा लोके एषा पुरुषे शिरः पाण्यादिलक्षणे निमित्ते छाया नैमित्तिकी जायते तद्वत् एतस्मिन् ब्रह्मणि एतत् प्राणाख्यं छायास्थानीयम् अनृतरूपं तत्त्वं सत्ये पुरुषे आदतं समर्पितम् इति एततो छाया इव देहे मनोकृतेन मनस्संकल्प इच्छादि निष्पन्न कर्म निमित्तम् इति एततो वक्षति पुण्येन पुण्यम् इत्यादि तदेव सक्तः सहकर्मणा इति च श्रुत्यन्तरात् आयाति आगच्छति अस्मिन् शरीरे मंत्रः यथा सम्राट् एव अधिकृतान् विनियुङ्क्ते एतान् ग्रामान् अधितिष्ठस्व इति एवं एव एषः प्राणः इतरान् प्राणान् पृथक् पृथक् एव सन्निधत्ते यथा सम्राट् एव अधिकृतान् विनियुङ्क्ते एतान् ग्रामान् अधितिष्ठस्व इति एवं एव एषः प्राणः इतरान् प्राणान् पृथक् पृथक् एव सन्निधत्ते यथा सम्राट् एव अधिकृतान् विनियुङ्क्ते एतान् ग्रामान् अधितिष्ठस्व इति एवमेव एषः प्राणः इतरान् प्राणान् पृथक् पृथक् एव सन्निधत्ते भाष्यम् यथा येन प्रकारेण लोके राजा सम्राट् एव ग्रामादिषु अधिकृतान् विनियुङ्क्ते कथम् एतान् ग्रामान् अधितिष्ठस्व इति एवमेव यथा दृष्टान्तः एषः मुख्यः प्राणः इतरान् प्राणान् चक्षुरादीन् आत्मभेदान् च पृथक् पृथक् एव यथा स्थानं सन्निधत्ते विनियुङ्क्ते तत्र विभागः मंत्रः पायुपस्थे अपानम चक्षुश्रोत्रे मुखनासिकाभ्यां प्राणः स्वयं प्रातिष्ठते मध्ये तु समानः एष हि हुतम् अन्नं समं नयति तस्माद् एताः सप्तार्चिषो भवन्ति वायुपस्थे अपानौ चक्षुः श्रोत्रे मुखनासिकाभ्यां प्राणः स्वयं प्रातिष्ठते मध्ये तु समानः एष हि एतद् हुतम् अन्नं समं नयति तस्माद् एताः सप्तार्चिषो भवन्ति पायु उपस्थे अपानौ चक्षुः श्रोत्रे मुखनासिकाभ्यां प्राणः स्वयं प्रातिष्ठते मध्ये तु समानः एष हि एतत् हुतम् अन्नं समं नयति तस्मात् एताः सप्तार्चिषः भवन्ति भाष्यम् पायुपस्थे पायुः च उपस्था च पायुपस्थम् तस्मिन् अपानम् आत्मभेदं मूत्रपुरुषादि अपनयनं कुर्वन् तिष्ठति सन्निधत्ते तथा चक्षुः श्रोत्रे चक्षुः च श्रोत्रं च चक्षुः श्रोत्रं तस्मिन् चक्षुः श्रोत्रे मुखनासिकाभ्यां च मुखं च नासिका च ताभ्यां मुखनासिकाभ्यां च निर्गच्छन् प्राणः स्वयं सम्राट् स्थानीयः प्रातिष्ठते प्रतिष्ठति मध्ये तु प्राण अपानयोः स्थानयोः नाभ्यां समानः अशितं पीतं च समं नयति इति समानः एषः हि यस्माद् यत् एतत् हुतं भुक्तं पीतं च आत्माग्नौ प्रक्षिप्तम् अन्नं समं नयति तस्मात् अशित पीत इंधनात् अग्नेः औदर्यात् हृदय देशं प्राप्तात् एताः सप्त संख्याकाः अर्चिषः दीप्तयः निर्गच्छन्त्यः भवन्ति शीर्षण्याः. सो प्राण द्वारा दर्शन श्रवणादि लक्षण रूपादि विषय प्रकाशाः इति अभिप्रायः. मंत्रः हृदि एषः आत्मा अत्र एतत् एकशतं नाडीनां तासां शतं शतम् एकैकस्याः द्वासप्ततिः प्रतिशाखा नाडी सहस्राणि भवन्ति. आसु व्यानः चरति. हृदि ह्येष आत्मा अत्र एतत् एकशतं नाडीनां तासां शतं शतम् एकैकस्याः द्वासप्ततिः प्रतिशाखा नाडी सहस्राणि भवन्ति. आसु व्यानः चरति. हृदि एषः आत्मा अत्र एतत् एकशतं नाडीनां तासां शतं शतम् एकैकस्याः द्वासप्ततिः प्रतिशाखा नाडी सहस्राणि भवन्ति. आसु व्यानः चरति. भाष्यम् हृदि एषः पुण्डरीकाकार मांसपिण्ड परिच्छिन्ने हृदय आकाशे. एषः आत्मा आत्मना संयुक्त लिंग आत्मा. अत्र अस्मिन् हृदये एतद् एकशतम् एकोत्तरशतं संख्यया प्रधान नाडीनां भवति इति. तासां शतं शतम् एकैकस्याः प्रधान नाड्याः भेदाः. पुनः अपि द्वासप्ततिः द्वे सहस्रे अधिके सप्तति च सहस्राणि. सहस्राणां द्वासप्ततिः प्रतिशाखा नाडी सहस्राणि प्रति नाडी शतं संख्यया प्रधान नाडीनां सहस्राणि भवन्ति. आसु नाडीषु व्यानः वायुः चरति. व्यानः व्यापनातु. आदित्यात् इव रश्मयः हृदयात् सर्वतोगामिनीभिः नाडीभिः सर्वदेहं संव्याप्य व्यानः वर्तते. सन्धि स्कन्ध मर्म देशेषु विशेषेण प्राण अपान वृत्त्योः च मध्ये उद्भूत वृत्तिः वीर्यवत् कर्मकर्ता भवति. ओम शांति शांति शांति. They're all beautiful chantings. Thank you. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.